Today we're going to be looking at TikTok disaster dates. You guys have shared, well, not you guys, but some people, some strangers on the internet have shared their TikTok disaster dates, and we are going to watch and react to them. How do you feel about that, babe? Have you had some dating disasters in your single past?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to lie. I've had one or two. But we'll save those stories for another video.
Or we won't tell them at all.
I was on a second date with this guy and went back to his place after we had sex and both fell asleep. We were very drunk.
Sounds like a vibe.
In the morning, I went to the toilet and took a very big I obviously used a tissue to wipe myself, and then I went to flush, but for some reason it got blocked.
No.
All the water rose up and then the big was just floating around. I kept trying, but it was getting worse. I thought about scooping up the and finding a way to dispose of it, but instead I just got all my things and left before he woke up.
Oy, oy, oy. So you go on a date, you poop in the man's toilet, block it up, and you decide to just leave it floating on the surface for him to find when he wakes up.
Listen, if I went to my bathroom and saw a dirty piece of just resting on a piece, this piece of the tissue, upsetting and smelling that as well. Nah, she couldn't get a call back. Sorry. I don't care how sweet that night was.
Smart move. Always going to be a 0.1% chance he's going to believe that was him the night before or in his sleep. What's she going to do? Pack the in a suitcase?
Babes, what would you do?
Oh my gosh. I think I would try and pack it in the suitcase. Try and get it out of there somehow. Save myself the embarrassment, man. I don't know.
What you have to do is just wait it out. Once it goes down, use the tool to kind of, I don't know, do what you need to do. Break it up or something.
Oh, God.
Break it up inside and let it
What
know.
is she doing? Experimenting with the poo to see what will get it to go. No, she done the right thing. Poo and run.
Go to Euston Station?
Maybe if there was a window,
Oh, throw the in someone's face, Anna?
throw it out the window.
Yeah. Could be you standing there.
But look out. Make sure there's no one there.
I'm done with the stories.
Yeah, but if it's there and it's not going and it's risen up, that's a madness, yeah, leaving it like that. If you want to see him again, talk about put off.
I need to know
must
exactly
not
right now
want to see
what
him
you would
again.
do. I need to know.
I would, in that situation, I would scoop it up and throw it.
Maybe a good idea is go into the
She's
kitchen.
throwing it out
Get
the
a bowl.
window.
A bowl?
With bare hands.
Like this, scoop it up.
Yeah. And what are you going to do?
no.
Walk with
She's
that cup of
demonstrating
shit
like she's done this
outside,
before.
Put it into
She's
the
done this
soil.
before.
Imagine someone like the neighbour sees you walking out, think, oh, that's nice, you're having a cup of coffee, just a cup of shit.
Oh, no.
Imagine they look in your cup, just a floating shit in your cup, and you're walking out like you're having your morning coffee.
Oh my God.
No, that
Imagine if you had to pretend to drink it just so they just so they weren't suspicious of the smells coming from the cup.
Why did you do that? Why? That's
would be the most
crazy.
embarrassing
So what
thing.
would you do? You'd leave the shit there. No, you would not.
I would. You would not. I would get a plastic bag, like I pick up dog shit. I dip the plastic bag with my hand being protected by the plastic. Pick up shit.
Okay.
Wrap that plastic bag up.
She's a
and dispose of it like a
professional
human
pooper
being.
scooper.
If he wakes up while you're looking for a plastic bag in this guy's house,
Babe, do some cleaning.
Draw for the bleach.
what if he has no plastic bag?
First of all, you need to the guy up anyway, because if his flush ain't working properly, he's obviously broke. That's the first sign of someone not having money. They have bad flushes.
That's not true.
It's 100% true.
No, it's not.
Rich people have good flushes. 10 people can rich man's toilet and flush a toilet, and then altogether 10 shits are going on.
This is the story time of the worst date that I've been on in my entire life. Let's call this guy Edwin, because that was his name. So Edwin and I had been on...
Edwin don't even get an alias, It's like, nope, let's call him Edwin because that was his name.
Deep.
only 2 dates, and we were talking for like less than 3 weeks. He was a really nice guy. After our first date, it was my birthday a week later, and he gave me champagne and roses, just randomly dropped them off at my apartment. So I was he's a vibe. So Edwin and I are planning our third date, and he's like, oh, it's your turn to pamper me. Immediately I'm like, what the He's like, this date's on you. You're going to plan it. You're going to pay for it. You're going to do everything. And I'm like, because I'd assume that's a joke. So I keep saying to him, I'm like, you're so funny. You're so funny. But I go ahead and I book the date. I just book one of like my favorite sushi spots, and I'm like, he's like not gonna make me pay that.
I wonder if her favorite sushi spot is expensive. Because, boy, he's saying you're paying for it. So I hope you picked a cheap sushi spot that you like.
Be absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Listen, I would not mind paying for a date if I was in a relationship with somebody. Not when I'm going on the third date and you're supposed to impress me to try and get in my pants. So the whole week we're talking about this, and he's like, can't wait for your treat. And now I'm starting to get triggered because in my past relationships, I was like the breadwinner, so I always paid for everything, and I dated losers, so they expected me to pay for everything.
Imagine ex-boyfriends seeing her talking like, in my past I dated losers, and they're fully thinking she's the loser.
Oh no.
So we get to the sushi restaurant, everything's going great, and then they're like, oh, what do you guys want to drink? Like the waiter's like, what do you guys want to drink? And he's like, ooh, I'm gonna get something fancy because Livy's paying today.
What?
So then I'm like, okay, Livy, time to be vulnerable. Let him know about your past. So I let him know. I'm like, hey, like, just so you know, this is really triggering me because I was used in my past relationships because I was the breadwinner. So this is like super triggering for me. And if this is like a joke to you, it's really not funny.
Girl, your traumas are not his traumas, and he wants you to pay for that date.
I mean, he let it be known that, listen, you're paying for this date. That was her opportunity to be like,
run.
Nah, we ain't doing that. I'm not on no dates. So yeah.
Said she wanted it. That's why she went and booked it and
That's
everything.
why she went forward with it.
He's like, I'm not kidding. And I'm like, what? He's still kidding. So the bill comes.
Man told you ain't kidding me.
He slides it my way. And he's like, here you go. Man, if you're watching, there's nothing that makes a woman drier in the entire world than you like literally sliding the bill towards her. Like, that's pathetic.
I mean, maybe for him, nothing makes a man limper than a woman that don't want to pay for the date. I don't know. He's already paid twice.
But that is standard. That's what's expected. Women ain't trying to pay for nothing out here.
But I say, hey, you know what? If I'm going to pay like a baller. So I pull out like 100.
I went on the worst date of my life last night, and I got catfished before. So if this is the worst date of my life, that says a lot. First of all, I tell my homegirl, I'm like, I really don't feel like going on this date. And she like, girl, he just graduated PA school. He is a doctor. You're going on this date. I tell him I do not like bars.
You're going to
like
land yourself a doctor.
Lounges, but I don't like bars. That's not my vibe. He takes me to a bar. And immediately I'm like, and he's like, oh, is this not your vibe? Let's go somewhere else. And we end up at a place that I know, a spot that I know that I like. Immediately, he puts his arm around me and starts taking pictures with me like I'm his wife, like I'm his woman. Mind you, this is my first time meeting this man. He is
yeah, that's a bit mad still. Who you trying to flip in and get jealous? Trying
She's
to get the ex-girlfriend jealous.
Danger.
Yeah, taking pictures of some girl you don't even know. Was that blind date, right?
Yeah.
Nah, that's mad.
What's he gonna do with these pictures? Send them back to his mom and be like, Mom, I found the one. Like, what's going on?
That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Literally taking pictures of me, with me. So I'm annoyed, and I'm like looking at him like, that's weird. And he's like, what's weird? I said, it's weird that you're taking pictures of me and with me. I don't know you like that. Like, I don't. Homeboy has an attitude. He's just like, oh, that's weird? Okay. Like, he's big man. Like, big man. So the man comes to take our order for drinks. I order my drink. My go-to is lychee martini. So I order it. And he doesn't know what he wants. So my drink comes out, and he's like, oh, can I taste?
What?
I'm like, sure. And there's no straws. So he's like mouth to glass on my drink.
First date, and you want me to drink your saliva?
I'm not gonna lie, that would upset me still, because like if you order food or drinks, but food by itself, I order the right amount for me. And if you're gonna come and be like, oh, let me try some and pick and nah.
Yeah, Kyle's
pick
mean with his food.
Meat.
Yeah, he don't like sharing his food. That's what that is.
And you're gonna come take some of my drink? Nah.
But you don't even like sharing with me, mate. You're like, baby, why you didn't just order that if you wanted that?
Why would you want? I'm just saying.
So he's like, oh, this is really good, and orders the same exact thing. So of course, when his drink comes out, I'm like, here, you take my drink.
100.
I'll take this one.
Straight.
Yeah.
That's fair, y'all. I personally think that's fair.
Yeah.
My homeboy is even bigger mad. Like, he wanted me to drink off of his mouth, and I don't know why. So I'm just feeling uncomfortable. It's just weird. Conversation's going, but he's just doing too much. So by now his words are slurring. He's a little tipsy. He's like on his second, third drink. Words slurring. He's asking me the same questions that he not only asked me through text, but asked me literally 2 minutes ago. And I'm just like, it's time to go. So the question he keeps asking me is, what type of men I like? And I continue to tell him, I already told you, I like confident. Oh, I'm confident. I look good. I know I look good. And he's from New York. So if you know New York men, it's that type of New York man. Fast forward through a whole lot of uncomfortableness. He forces himself to hold my hand while we're walking to my car. 10 years later, we make it to my car, finally.
She's saying he walks
He's asking
extra
me if I
slow.
have a good time, if I think that we'll be able to go out to meet again. I'm not a fan of pissing men off, especially when there's no one else around, so I'm like, we'll talk tomorrow. And then he tried to kiss me.
She's like, I'm not trying to get abducted and murdered.
Some evil surgeon, I like this. Ready to chop you up when you get indoors.
But maybe he was nervous because maybe that's why he was drinking and getting tipsy, because, you know, maybe he's not a person that dates a lot. We can kind of see with him a little piece still, see it from his side.
Could you believe that a young lady would not date me because I told her it's not in my budget? About a few months ago, I took this young lady out. We went out.
What do you think about that? Before he gets into it.
I mean, if a man told me that he don't want to date me because it's not in the budget, I don't know. I might be offended.
You'll be offended. Why would you be offended?
I don't know. I'm a woman.
Yeah.
Dinner, she texts me. She says, hey, first date was cool, but can we go to this particular restaurant next weekend? So I sent her a text message that says, hey, unfortunately, I can't take you to this particular restaurant because if I do, this would take me over my dating budget for the month. I would be more than happy to budget this in for next month if we are still dating.
So this man is financially responsible. He has a dating budget and he's already gone past his limit and he will not be dipping into it anymore this month. So in the beginning, I thought maybe he was just telling her like, oh, you know what? Yeah, like it's not in my budget to date, but they've been out. But he's just spent his dating budget for the month. But boy, you know, another perspective actually is that he's been on a lot of dates this month and it ain't with me. Because we've only been on one date. So yeah, no, I might wrap him up still. Like, boy, bye. Why you got a whole dating budget? You're just out here for the streets.
His dating budget could be his going out budget. It could be the same budget, you know?
No, he
out.
said my dating budget.
Yeah?
Not his going out budget for him and his homeboys.
I think you have to respect that because, yeah, money management is a good thing. So that's a lifelong skill, I guess.
Like, we aren't having too much chemistry on this date. So I bought you like 2 glasses of wine. Let's split the check, you know? Let's split the check. If we do have another date, I'll cover you, or if I'm actually dating you, I'll cover the bill and everything like that. But I mean, if you want to come hang out at the crib, like we can just watch we can play like Super Smash Bros or something, and I'll cover it completely. Yeah.
We can split it.
Straight. Man is trying to say that, you know what, the chemistry on this date, it hasn't been the greatest. And I've spent money and bought you 2 glasses of cheap wine. But I want you to pay half of the bill because it's not really going well. But if you want to come back to the house and play some Super Smash Bros and, you know, maybe give me some front, then I'll pay for the bill, you know? It's like, no, sir, no. She's happily willing to pay for that bill and take herself home.
The chemistry ain't right. You can tell the girl ain't feeling you. She ain't feeling it. Yeah, man, just dip.
Yeah, but he's asking her to pay half the bill. He invited her out. She was happy to be in her yard drinking her own bottles of wine, sir. She never needed to go out with you. You wanted that date, so you pay for it.
On a first date, and it was horrible, man. Train wreck, garbage, waste of time. I gotta, like, it blows my mind how fucking crazy people are and how shitty the dating pool is. You've got to listen to this. I matched with a lady, crazy lady. Let's call her.
Kyle's like, that's the majority of you females. You're all crazy.
Tell me about it.
Sydney on Bumble. Now, you must be thinking, Zokr, why do you keep using Bumble? Why do you keep using dating apps? Because you know what? You can't lose hope.
That's
you never
right.
know.
Don't lose hope.
You never know.
Keep hope alive.
I come across Sydney's profile and I'm like, wow, she's very cute. She messages me first and she's like, hello, how is your day going? Even though that's one of the most boring responses you could ever say on a dating app.
What do you want her to say? Like, I just parachuted out of a plane and landed on your mom's roof. Like, what are you wanting her to say? She has to go through the generic answers, mate. Like, that's it.
Respectable. I responded. I said, I just took a shat. How was your day? And she's like, oh, it was going well, just finishing up work.
Disgusting.
I'm like, wow, that's cool. What do you do for work? And then the conversation goes from there. I tell her, hey, let's get off the apps. What's your number? We start texting. She has an iPhone. Green flag. I also noticed that she has her Instagram handle in her Bumble profile. So I did some detective research and I looked up her profile. Now, she was on private. Her bio says mom to baby, let's say, Charles. R.I.P. Dad. And it has the date. I'm like, okay.
He's proper
She's a
dramatizing
mom,
it.
lost her dad, getting those details, whatever. Moving on. So Sydney and I are talking for a little bit, talking about movies and shows and all that interesting stuff that you talk about in the talking stage leading up to the first date. So I plan for a first date tonight.
Man is fresh from the date. The fires haven't even cooled. He's like, yeah, I'm headed to TikTok to tell this story now. Hey, what Sydney do you?
I mean, he's eager though. Man wanted that date tonight. He couldn't wait.
Night. And I said, hey, let's grab a drink and some food. You hungry? And she's like, yes, I could eat anything. Let's do it. I said, okay. I sent her the name of the place. I told her what time. I said 7:30. Be there, be square. She's like, perfect. She calls me at 6:30 saying, hey, I'm here. I said 7:30, not 6:30. Wow. She's like, oh, well, I'm already here. I'm like,
She
okay.
was eager, man.
Don't worry.
She was excited.
I'm rushing to get out of the door and head on to my way to go see her. Now, I meet up with Sydney at this American restaurant. And she looks 10% of what her photos look like.
I thought you were going to say she looks just like how she looks in the pictures.
I panic a little bit and start thinking multiple things? Yes. Did I also think that maybe what if she's a serial killer? Yes. And also, did I think about if she may be hiding things about her personal life, if she's hiding about what she looks like? And yes. I kid you not, she looked 10 to 15 years older than her actual photos on her Bumble profile.
Sydney is a whole catfish. What would you do if you turn up and see somebody there that you weren't expecting because they don't look like their photos?
I'm turning around, honestly. I'm turning around.
Yeah, no joke. Me too, boy. I'd be looking like, Sydney, Sydney, I don't see you. So, yeah, I'm leaving.
Gone. She wouldn't even see me. Think it's a joke.
We say, watch it from a distance.
What? Gone. Think it's a joke?
Have you ever been catfished?
I have been catfished before, yeah.
What happened?
That's a story for another video.
We're saying I want to tell it.
But it was embarrassing. Listen, my friends witnessed everything. So it was embarrassing.
I know the story.
It was embarrassing.
Just throwing that out there. But I brushed it aside. I wanted to get to know her for who she is, see how it goes. And I met her and I was like, hey, how's it going? How you doing? I'm Zakir. Nice to meet you. She's like, hi, I'm Sydney. So great we got to finally do this. I'm like, me too, lady. So what I noticed from her profile was that she had very like longer hair. It was more voluminous. And when I met her, shorter hair. Let's just say she had the Karen hairstyle. We walk in, the host takes us to our table, look at the menu. I'm like, hey, is there anything that catches your eye? Anything you have in mind that you want to get? She said, oh, I'm not too sure. I might do, something small like an appetizer, like maybe the fried pickles. So then I said, feel free to get whatever you want, lady. Anything you want, just get it.
This is her cue to order the whole menu.
Not actually, but I was like, oh yeah, feel free to get anything you want, whatever you like. She was like, I think I'll do the fried pickles. I'm like, okay, cool, sounds great. I call our server over, and she's like, hi, what can I get for you? And Sydney goes, is there any chance that you can serve me 53 fried pickles? 53 pickles on one plate.
53.
On one plate,
53 pickles. You can even eat that much.
But why she need it on one plate?
Yeah, man, she need it for a picnic them. She needs to feed her babies.
And she
That's
said,
crazy.
You want 53 fried pickles on a plate. There is 6 fried pickles in one order. 6 fried pickles in one order. And she wanted 53. And she said, yes. Lady, 53 is not even a multiple of 6. How the fuck are you gonna goddamn do the adding, subtracting, dividing, multiplying to get a 53 on one goddamn plate? Lady, are you fucking crazy? So our server starts getting stressed out, and she's like, let me go check with the manager and see if we can do that and fit it all on one plate. And Sydney goes, why can't you just put it on a plate? It's not that hard. And I'm like, okay.
Whoa. He's like, well, we're about to eat spit tonight.
You know that.
We've not even ordered, the drinks haven't even come yet. You're being rude to the server. You must want that in your drink. Your pickle come with an extra
extra sauce. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, God.
Maybe she secretly is a Karen. Ha ha ha. Crazy lady. Our server walks off, and I tell Sydney, I'm like, look, I don't think that was cool the way you talked to our server like that. Extremely inappropriate. I'm not going to tolerate that. She was like, well, I'm sorry, but I just got heated in the moment, and the customer's always right, and I'm an advocate for that. I'm like, okay. I'm a little pissed off. So I passive aggressively ask her, and I'm like, what's so special about the number 53? You could have chosen any number in the universe, and why did you pick 53?
It's her 53rd birthday.
You know that.
That's what it is.
Amount of fried pickles. She said, I don't know, I just like odd numbers. Lady, you are a odd number yourself. How about that, lady? So our server brings 53 fried pickles across 4 plates. Not
she
one,
wanted it on
4
one
plates.
plate, so she must have been vexed.
And she's happy. Life is good. The date can carry on. She's enjoying her fried pickles. I'm enjoying my sliders and basket of fries because I like that kind of shit. So then she asked me, she said, so do you see yourself like having kids at any point? I said, with the right person, I would be open to having kids, seeing how it goes. But if it's not on the cards and I'm happy with the person I'm with,
he's a good man, Savannah.
Life will be good. I was like, how about you? Do you want kids or have any kids? And she's like, no, I don't have any kids. And what? Mentally, I'm like, liar.
You liar.
Like, okay.
He's like, I stalked your profile already. I know you have a child.
Liar.
Hey.
Interesting. In my head, I'm like, I have to find a way to leave this day because
exit.
I don't feel comfortable with someone who A, wasn't true about how they look, B, was rude to our waiter.
No.
C, lied about having a kid.
Yeah.
Saying that she doesn't have any kids.
Yeah, run away.
It's time to go. So I said,
Yeah.
excuse me, I'm going to go to the bathroom. BRB. Went to the bathroom. I freshened up. I came back out. I see our table, and it's completely cleared out. I was surprised the table was still there, knowing her. I walked back to
What was he thinking? She was going to name the table.
You know that.
the table, and I see a piece of paper. I'm like, what is this? And it's the check.
Oh, she left you with the check after you
With
was
the
thinking
bill.
about leaving her with the check. Oh no.
When he went to the bathroom, that was his opportunity to dine and dash. He should have
You
found the
fumbled.
window and ran.
You thumbled,
Oy.
mate. You should have gone straight to the car. Like, oh, I forgot something in my car. And skirks.
And left her to pay for her 53 pickles.
I paid $140 worth of fried pickles tonight.
What?
And I went up to the host. I said, she took the fried pickles home, didn't she? She said yes.
Nah. Liberties. That's taking the piss.
Sydney has her hungry belly pitney them at home,
Oh,
and
yeah,
she
yeah.
needed the 53 pickles to feed
She have about-
her kids.
She have about 4 kids she need feeding. And that's a wrap. Anyway, the kids are very grateful for you. You know, they're sleeping good tonight.
That's why she wanted the one plate, because it was easier to just take the one plate and just dash the food in her bag one time.
Or say no doggy bags.
No doggy
Just
bags.
to shove it in another cool side pouch.
Oh God, can you imagine the waitress watching her lift up plate after plate, just emptying it in the bag?
Oh man.
That's why she wanted 53, because she had worked out a portion size to feed each of the people then back her yard that required feeding. Plus, she arrived early because she needs to have her kids in bed by 7:30, sir. She couldn't turn up at 7:30. That's their bedtime. She needs to have the dinner home before that. Yeah?
She got you saved on the free food. No.
Free food for me and my kids. Hey.
There was no sight of Sydney. And I am furious.
Livid.
But I still have my health.
Silver
Mental
linings.
health is a little bit on edge. It's fine.
Give
no
thanks.
big deal.
Give thanks.
But I really needed to tell TikTok about this because I am on my last straw with dating.
No.
And I'm reaching my breaking point.
Rest assured, another silver lining is that you fed Sydney and her kids. All right. You done your charity. You done your good deed for the day, sir. Her kids have gone to bed with a nice meal, $140 worth of food. You done your part.
Oh, and I think he brought me flowers. Hi.
It's actually a money bouquet.
A money bouquet.
I
Wow.
know you people you like money. So
Oh,
instead,
yeah.
I know you Westerners, you like money.
it's the money that I'd have used for the flower to buy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
How much were the flowers you were going to get me?
That's different.
Why?
I see.
Wait, man came with a bouquet of money. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
original.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen that before.
He said, instead of coming with the flowers, I would have spent this money, but I'm going to give it to you as a flower bouquet of money.
There you go.
Because you Western whores, you love money.
But wait there. Man, you say man's rolling in them Jesus slippers, yeah?
Yeah, he's fly, man. But
He look clean though. He look clean. Jacket look clean.
Yeah,
Top look clean.
he's ready for
fresh
his
shape
date.
up. Beard shape up. Everything good, man. So
these
yeah,
are
man.
big efforts. This is a man that you want to marry.
How am I cheap now? How much flour do you typically get?
I get a lot of flowers.
Oh, she has no
People gonna
humility.
full out. Are you going to full out?
It's okay. So, no, it's don't worry.
What you mean, don't worry?
You did this by
You're not going to get my bouquet?
No, it's my bouquet. It's my bouquet.
He's kind of sassy, you
it's
know.
cool. You got your little Jesus sandals on, whatever.
What? Yeah.
Coming for the man's outfit.
Nah. What?
Oh, yeah.
Leave
Yeah.
her.
He was, you know what? He's a little sassy. He was thinking about coming back to done her dance.
Nah, don't diss him like that because she dissed him, bro. He wanted to tell her about herself, but he did the right thing.
Yeah, he said Jesus took the wheel.
Round of applause. Round of applause, yeah. Round of applause. You ain't no idiot out here. You don't get tech for no idiot, no boy, no nothing.
He knows his worth.
You know that? Nah, don't diss him up like that. Don't diss him up like that. Yeah, y'all try to disrespect him, and he's walking away. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, she said she get flowers all the time, so she don't need his money bouquet. All right, guys, so that is our TikTok disaster date compilation. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like this video, share this video, and we will catch you guys real soon. All right, peace.